Yeah, I think the key thing initially is real transparency, just owning who you are with each of funding bodies or partners in the community. In perverse way, actually being in an area where religion is to the fore.
Yeah.
Many Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, etc. People recognise the language of faith, and we need to be unafraid to acknowledge our faith. I think in terms of sustaining distinctive, there is something about repeated recourse to worship and our scriptures, and being in a community and a church body where you are constantly rehearsing the conversations of the reality of the week.
Yeah.
And there's not a kind of dualism where, there's the Monday to Friday community stuff, and then there's this weird thing that happens on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
Actually, they interact with each other.
But presumably, if you want the project to be successful, you want to confront poverty. But if you've got funders who will say, we're not going to fund you if you are assertive about your values, there is an implication that at some stage you may say no to some funding. Has that happened? Have you been in that situation where you've confronted the funder and they've been less sympathetic with your...
Yeah. We've had an occasion where a new person who was part of a funding body had come on board and then cut the tap because the previous person had been convinced by who we are, but their successor went right against it. So it's had consequences. We need to be able to walk away from some things.